Kaelen, Elara's holographic form flickered, a wave of despair washing over him even through the fractured projection. You hesitate. There's no time for doubt. The resonance, it's not simply a frequency. It's a tether. He gripped his energy blade, the crimson light reflecting in his weary eyes. A severance of their link had left a gaping hole in his mind, a disorientation he's never experienced before. He could almost feel Elara's fading presence, a desperate plea echoing in the silence. The chronophages pressed forward, their clicking mandibles a relentless drumbeat against the oppressive stillness. Lyra's neural disruptors fled, pushing back the encroaching swarm, but the tide felt unstoppable. "Or tether, Elara. What are you saying?" His voice was hoarse, strained. "The anomaly, it feeds on connection, on psychic resonance. The full stabilization, it demands a sacrifice, a severing of the link. You must release me, Kaelen." Her image shimmered violently, a holographic projection struggling to maintain coherence. He sat it back, the implications of her words crashing over him. A sacrifice? Him? Severing their psychic link meant losing her guidance, her support, the very anchor that had kept him steady throughout this entire ordeal. It meant facing the Serpent's influence alone. But if it was the only way to save Xylos, to protect the Concordance— "I can't," he whispered, the denial tearing at his throat. "You must," Elara insisted, her voice growing weaker. "It's the key to disrupting the Serpent's control. It creates a void, a disconnect, enough for Reese to establish a stable frequency. Don't question it, Kaelen. Just do it." Reese, hunched over the diagnostics panel, wiped sweat from his brow, his fingers dancing across the intricate array of controls. "Kaelen, I'm almost there. I'm isolating the core frequency, but I need a clean signal. The Serpent's influence is fluctuating the baseline." He didn't need to say more. He knew what she was asking. He's always known deep down that sacrifices would be necessary. Kaelen closed his eyes, focusing on the memory of their first encounter, a calm reassurance, a sharp intellect, her unwavering belief in him. He pictured her guiding him through the labyrinthine corridors of the Nexus Point, the subtle shifts in her expression conveying knowledge and understanding. All that gone. Lyra, perimeter defense. Reese, prepare for full frequency transmission. "I'm initiating Severance protocol," he announced, his voice laced with a belief that resonated far beyond the confines of the chamber. He reached out, his hand passing through the holographic image of Elara, initiating the binding protocol. A surge of energy pulsed through him, a tearing sensation that ripped through his mind, severing the psychic link that had bound them together for so long. The sudden silence was deafening. Elara's image flickered one last time, a faint smile grazing her lips. "Thank you, Kaelen," she whispered, then vanished completely. Reese launched the stabilized frequency. The vortex pulsed with a blinding light, then stabilized. The chronophages, suddenly disoriented, began to retreat. The pressure on Lyra's perimeter eased. Frequency lock established, Reese confirmed, his voice shaky but triumphant. "It worked, Kaelen. It actually worked." Kaelen stared at his empty hand, the absence of Elara's presence, a tangible weight on his soul. He was alone, adrift in a sea of responsibility, with the fractured Concordance facing an uncertain future. The political ramifications of the archive revelations were already rippling through the ranks. Accusations, betrayals, power grabs, the foundation of the Concordance was crumbling. And he, Kaelen, was supposed to rebuild it. "Status report, Lyra," he commanded, forcing himself to focus. "Chronophage retreat underway, sir. Perimeter secure, for now. But there's unrest, sir. Whispers of dissent. People are reacting to the archive release. It's getting ugly." He knew it was only a matter of time before the internal conflicts escalated. The Serpent's influence wasn't truly gone. It was merely dormant, waiting for its opportunity to strike. He felt a chilling premonition that this victory was only a temporary reprieve, and the true battle was yet to come. Prepare for heightened security, reinforce internal protocols, and start digging. "I want to know who's manipulating these unrests, who's pulling the strings." He looked back at the stabilized vortex, a silent monument to the sacrifice. The Concordance had survived, but at a terrible cost. He turned away, the weight of his responsibility crushing him. The echoes of Elara's final words lingered in his mind. "Thank you, Kaelen. He had no idea if he would be able to live up to her faith. He only knew that he had to try. For Xylos, for the Concordance, and for the memory of the woman who had given everything to save them all.